So, how are you, Veer?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening.
So, where did you do your MS post graduation?
I did my MBBS and MS both from Srimati NHL Municipal Medical College, Ahmedabad, sir.
Oh, same place. Can you share some of your surgical experience? Why do you want to do surgical oncology? What is your primary interest, primary specialty of choice?
Sir, actually, my primary specialty of choice initially when I started doing MS was gastrosurgery, surgical gastroenterology. And I was in that also, I was always interested in cancers. I was never into inflammatory disorders or anything like cholecystitis or something. I always had this interest in cancers. The principle based approach. Like if this is the stage, this is the treatment, this is the stage, this is the treatment. That was my outlook from the beginning. But I was always interested in the oncology part, even in gastro. But
Okay.
then as I moved through my residency, I also had interest in surgical oncology altogether in breast, thyroid, and head and neck. So I decided to choose both of the specialties, and then I appeared for the exam. Where again for the exam, as I had prepared for 2 years, since second year beginning, I had started preparing from NCH point of view. At the end of second year or beginning of third year, I had brought a speed subscription, and I had started seeing the videos along with my MS studies.
Okay.
And so I used to see the videos. One reading was complete in second year, so I had read the standard textbooks of gastroenterology. Shackelford I had finished in second year, and along with Sebastian also. Then in third year, along with my revision, I started seeing the speed videos. So I got more oriented related to how I should go about the reading of the standard textbooks. And the best thing was I never had to make notes, because there was that section of books where the slides with the faculty has taught are there. So revision is very easy, as I could see the slides directly and the content was there.
So, you have been seeing the videos and the PowerPoint slides. And did you take exams? Did you take mock exams? Did you take topic-wise exams? Did you do that?
I did not take many exams. I took some.
Okay.
And as I had already even subscribed to some other question banks and test series.
You started in second year, is it? Your preparation started in second year.
Yeah, my MCH point of view preparation, I had taken some reviews from my seniors, and they were because we have a rotation in second year in our college in all the super specialties.
Okay.
So relatively, the hectic schedule is less in second year. So I was told by all my seniors, if you waste your second year, you cannot crack the MCH in first try.
Okay.
So you need to be focused about the specialty and everything since second year. So since second year, I used to study the standard textbooks.
So did it had an impact in your final year exam? This preparation, did it had an impact? That means you felt that you are prepared for the final MS also.
Definitely. I had but definitely about the specialty which I had read in detail, I was very confident. So I had to give less time to that during my MS preparation. I could focus on the other topics. Like I was more confident about surgical gastroenterology. We had almost an entire paper, and many of the cases also in MS level are directly surgical gastro, like Ops jaundice or portal hypertension or abdominal lump. So that section I was always less worried about that. Okay, I'm going to get away with that.
General surgery, how did you manage general surgery?
General surgery, I had read daily, and I had read the review book, Schwartz pretest, 10th edition. I had done the MCQs from that. Whatever I had done, I had at least done twice. So Bailey also I could not do the entire Bailey. Some section, the first 4 sections I had done thoroughly. The gastro section, the Euro section I had done thoroughly. Rest of it I could not do thoroughly. I had read it earlier, but I could not revise it in the last 20 days because after my MS exam got completed, I had NEET in 20 days.
Okay. Now where you are planning to take your course? From which place? you want
Sir,
to do
of
this?
course, the first choice always is Tata, but I don't think at my rank, I have a rank of 41. So Tata might not come up to that. So my second choice, I am from Ahmedabad, would be GCRI.
I know
In,
that.
in some, yes, sir.
I know that.
Yes, sir. In any case, if even GCRI goes up, then my third choice would be Kidwai, Bangalore.
Okay. It's a very good institution. Kidwai is a very good institution, and definitely you will have a lot of hands-on and a lot of experience, and they have very good treatment protocols, and it's a one of the greatest institute
Yes.
in down south. And now you tell us what should be your advice for the juniors or young aspirants who want to do surgical oncology.
So my main advice would be related to the MCQs, that anybody should spend more time with the MCQs. Even in videos of speed, there are separate modules where only MCQ discussion is being done. And in that video also, the pattern is about the pattern of elimination. That if these three options are not right, this is right. We should not directly jump to the answer, which mistake I myself made when I did NEET PG.
Okay.
I could not do exceptionally well. I did well. I got it in the first try. But the pattern is if we eliminate the three options, we are sure that this is the right answer. Sometimes
Okay.
what we do, we jump to the right answer. That is the right answer. But then
Okay.
we don't see the other three options, or we don't consider them as well. And the right option comes from the other thing.
Okay.
So this was a thing I developed over 2 years. I used to do even MCQs from my second year.
Okay.
I had this app where I solved MCQs every day, at least 50 MCQs from second
Okay.
year starting. Even during my MS exams, till the last 2-3 days before the exams, I was solving MCQs.
Excellent.
So this is the googly that happened, that Gynac, ENT and ortho MCQs also came.
Yes.
That was the googly that happened. And I
Yes.
could solve them only because I had this MCQ thinking. That okay, because I had not read any of them recently. But I had some knowledge and clinical knowledge. So I solved almost all 100 MCQs based on elimination. So I was not sure about the answers in many, but I chose the best option. And that is, I think, what worked for me. I don't know about the others.
So it's really great, and
then by God's grace and my hard work, maybe I could crack even PG and SS both in the first try.
excellent, no? So it's been first time is the most important. Without wasting time and getting to the next step immediately one by one, I think that makes a huge difference in not only saving time, the kind of confidence level it builds. Okay, next I'm going to the next level, and without feeling okay, I have done 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, I'm not going forward. So those things are not happening. Then that is something which is very unique and great. And I think your planning was very good. Your planning and your seniors who advised you after your final year, then to start and to waste more time and all that. Because see, after final year, you have to work. That means you cannot just keep sitting only for studies, because it becomes very difficult after post MS or post MD. It's not that like a post MBBS that we could keep on studying for 1 or 2 years, 3 years and keep doing. It's not possible all that. By the time the family would have been set and you need to support the family when a lot of responsibility sets in. So it's always better as you have planned well. It happened after immediately you finish. Because I will tell you, I have done a lot of interviews with the toppers for past. This is what I'm doing for past 10 days. I'm telling you, because before the exam, for 4 months, I was continuously teaching the students. The Bailey based class I was taking every day evening, and it was a little hectic for me. And because of the lockdown, I had able to make more time because the number of surgeries came down because of COVID. So we didn't have much of cardiothoracic work, and we had only emergencies. And the two the emergencies were very chosen, and have been came in rotation. And after the exams, until 3-4 days before the exam, I was taking classes and Bailey based classes. So after the exam was over, after the results came in 10 days time, then after that, I'm doing only interviews with all the toppers. I would have roughly done close to 100 interviews. roughly, and I will end up in doing another 200. I want to talk to everyone. That I have planned mentally myself. I'm going to talk to everyone. I need to understand what they have done basically. So that will be a great experience. After 300, 400 interviews, I will conclude. I'll summarize what I have learned from all of you.
Yeah.
And but I'm just telling you at this point of time, those people who have got immediately after their MS, after their final year or MD, of the interviews of 100 I made, nothing more than 3 to 4 people.
Okay.
That's the reason why I made a long lecture now. Nothing more than 2 to 3 people.
Yeah.
Rest of them have worked for 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years. And they have worked simultaneously. They have been working somewhere and studying this. So they were trying to tell me what all difficulties they had. That's the reason why I'm addressing this. So
I was told by one of my seniors, sir, that anytime you want to get a seat, you have to sit for 6 months, forgetting everything else.
correct.
So I thought, why not now? And COVID was that opportunity where I also had my COVID duties at least 1.5 months or 2 months earlier to exams. Last 1.5, 2 months I was relieved. But I had this thing in mind, if I have to sit for 6 months, why not now?
Exactly, and well said and well planned and executed. So I convey all my wishes to you to be a greatest surgical oncologist in years to come. Definitely, you'll make it. You'll make necessary plans and accordingly, and to make a career mark. That's something which is important. I always tell all my juniors, you need to make a mark in the career. That means I have lived in this specialty for certain special reasons. I will create for myself. And definitely, I wish you that you will definitely do it. And my observation for past couple of years and today is look amazing on you. And I wish you all the best in all this.
Thank you so much, sir. I always look up to you and will always in the future.
Thank you very much. We will keep in touch. And once you finish all your admissions and come as a faculty in SPEED, you will enjoy it. And you will enjoy learning and you will enjoy teaching also. Now,
Definitely, that would be grateful for me, sir. I'll be
yes,
very grateful.
I will definitely call you next month. You will expect my call next month. I will call you.
Definitely. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
SPEED for myself.
I'll convey all your wishes to them, all the teachers. Okay. Thank
Yes,
you very much.
thank you
Bye.
so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.